Foot fetishism, foot partialism, foot worship, or podophilia is a pronounced sexual interest in feet. It is the most common form of sexual fetishism for otherwise non-sexual objects or body parts. Characteristics. Foot fetishism has been defined as a pronounced sexual interest in the feet or footwear. Sigmund Freud considered foot binding as a form of fetishism. For a foot fetishist, points of attraction include the shape and size of the foot and toes, for instance, long toes, short toes, painted toes, high arches, soles etc., jewelry, toe rings, ankle bracelets, etc., treatments, such as pedicures or massaging, state of dress, barefoot, flip-flops, etc., odor, and sensory interaction, for instance, smelling the foot, licking, kissing, tickling, etc. Relative frequency. To estimate the relative frequency of fetishes, researchers at the University of Bologna examined 381 internet discussions of fetish groups, in which at least 5,000 people had been participating. Researchers estimated the prevalences of different fetishes, based on the following element. It was concluded that the most common fetishes were for body parts, or for objects usually associated with body parts, 33% and 30% respectively. Among those people preferring body parts, feet and toes were preferred by the greatest number, with 47% of those sampled preferring them. Among those people, mostly males, preferring objects related to body parts, footwear, shoes, boots, etc., was most preferred, 64%. Foot fetishism is the most common form of sexual fetish related to the body. In August 2006, AOL released a database of the search terms submitted by their subscribers. And ranking only those phrases that included the word fetish, it was found that the most common search was for feet, dead link. Divisions. This section does not cite any references or sources. Please help improve this section by adding citations to reliable sources. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. December 2012. The two divisions of foot fetishism are sexual and non-sexual. Sexual foot fetishism is when one achieves sexual arousal, even to the point of climax, when seeing or touching a foot. This can even be in spite of the look or cleanliness of the foot. The non-sexual form of foot fetishism does not cause sexual arousal, but rather the pleasure is purely due to aesthetics. It has been compared to what one feels when they view an attractive part of a body such as a mouth, a pair of eyes, a nose, or any non-sexual part of the body. They appreciate the overall beauty of a particular foot. This type of fetishist tends to rate the foot from a point of attractiveness without sex being the main motivator. Example cases. Health and disease. Some researchers have hypothesized that foot fetishism increases as a response to epidemics of sexually transmitted diseases. In one study, conducted by Dr. A. James Giannini at Ohio State University, an increased interest in feet as sexual objects was observed during the Great Gonorrhea epidemic of 12th century Europe, and the syphilis epidemics of the 16th and 19th centuries in Europe. In the same study, the frequency of foot fetish depictions in pornographic literature was measured over a 30-year interval. An exponential increase was noted during the period of the current AIDS epidemic. In these cases, sexual foot play was viewed as a safe sex alternative. However, the researchers noted that these epidemics overlapped periods of relative female emancipation. Sexual focus on female feet was also hypothesized to have been a reflection of a more dominant posture of the woman in sexual social relations, the first surviving mention of foot fetishes by Berthold of Regensburg in 1220. Causes. Neurologist Vilayana S. Ramachandran proposed that foot fetishism is caused by the feet and the genitals occupying adjacent areas of the somatosensory cortex, possibly entailing some neural crosstalk between the two. Notable foot fetishists from the past. Notable people are listed alphabetically by last name and single name. Ted Bundy, Giacomo Casanova, Fyodor Dostoevsky, George du Maurier, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Thomas Hardy, Victor Hugo, James Joyce, Elvis Presley, Eugene Onegin, Erich von Stroheim, Andy Warhol.